Hey everybody, Haydog here, and welcome back to another reaction video. This time, we're doing Napoleonic Wars, Battle of Friedland, 1807.
An
So
epic
we did
History TV History March
Elna,
collaboration, supported by our sponsor
Elba.
Skillshare, home of more than 22,000 online classes.
Battle.
Find
And then
out about our exclusive
we are
special
now
offer
doing the full
at the
thing.
end of the video.
So, by Epic History, Part 3, Friedland, 1807.
1 week before Christmas, 1806,
Before Christmas,
French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte arrived in the Polish city of Warsaw, then part of Prussia. A year had passed since his great victory over the Austrians and Russians at Austerlitz.
Yep.
And 2 months since he'd hammered the Prussians at Jena.
Destroyed them.
But Russia still had powerful forces in the field, the most important of which was the Russian First Army, commanded by General Bennigsen. Napoleon would not be master of Europe until it was defeated, and Russia and Prussia forced to make peace. But that winter, Napoleon's first attempt to trap Bennigsen near Pultusk got bogged down in thick Polish mud. The Russians withdrew to Białystok. The French army, half-starved and frozen, was ordered into winter quarters.
I would hate it.
While in Warsaw, Napoleon began a famous affair with a young Polish noblewoman, Marie Walewska.
Oh, nice.
In the late 18th century, the once mighty Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth had been swallowed up by its neighbors, Russia, Austria, and Prussia, in a series of annexations known as partitions. Until in 1795, a third and final partition wiped Poland off the map. Now, Polish patriots
got wiped off the map
savior,
a lot.
praying that his victories against their occupiers would lead to the rebirth of a Polish
But they came back a lot, too, so...
Marie Walewska
they're very resilient,
became Napoleon's mistress in order to further this cause.
Yeah, I could see why,
Ordinary French soldiers, however, had little love for Poland. It was impoverished, freezing, and they missed home.
God, imagine being so long.
Desertion rates soared.
From home.
There were even 100 cases of suicide.
Ooh. That's not good.
Marshal Ney, commanding 6th Corps, sent patrols towards Heilsberg, looking for better quarters.
I don't know.
What they found were Russian and Prussian soldiers on the move. They'd stumbled into a surprise winter attack by Bennigsen.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that, yeah.
Napoleon quickly laid a trap for the Russian army, ordering Ney and Bernadotte to retreat and lure Bennigsen west, while he led the rest of the army north to fall on his flank and rear.
Yeah, but that didn't work.
But the Russians captured a French courier carrying the Emperor's orders to Marshal Bernadotte. Bennigsen, now warned of the trap, ordered a retreat,
then this is the
fighting
battle.
a series of rearguard skirmishes against the pursuing French. But he refused to give up the city of Königsberg without a fight. And turned to give battle at Eylau.
Eylau, that's right. Oh my God. I can never do it. What a massacre, and without any results. Marshal Ney on the Battle of Eylau. God, I can't say it. I'm sorry.
The Battle of Eylau, fought over 2 days, was one of the most brutal of the Napoleonic Wars. Fought in freezing conditions.
We watched
neither
that.
side backing down.
That was brutal.
Marshal Augereau's 7th Corps, advancing into the face of a snowstorm, lost its way and was cut to pieces by Russian cannon fire.
Everyone died.
5 French Eagles were lost. Napoleon's army was only saved by a devastating massed cavalry charge by 10,000 horsemen. led by the fearless Marshal Murat, and remembered as one of the great cavalry charges in history.
Flamboyant.
At Eylau, for the first time as emperor, Napoleon failed to win a clear victory on the battlefield. He and the Russians covered up the true scale of their losses, but both sides are estimated to have lost a third of their armies in the carnage. After the horrors of Eylau, both armies sought time to rest and recover.
Okay, we're done.
Meanwhile, the newly formed French 10th Corps under Marshal Lefebvre besieged Danzig, held by 13,000 Prussians under General Kalkreuth. The city came under heavy French bombardment and infantry assault. After 8 weeks, with no prospect of reinforcement, the Prussian garrison surrendered on the 27th of May.
All right. Ooh.
Napoleon's northern sea flank was now secure against any possible Russian landing.
That makes sense.
The French Emperor now commanded an army 190,000 strong,
Sheesh.
against just 115,000 Russian and Prussian troops.
Oh wow, that's not a lot. Well, it's a lot, but
who moved first,
against Napoleon,
launching a surprise attack against Ney's.
Oh, he's going again
on the 5th of June. Ney conducted a brilliant fighting withdrawal and escaped. Bennigsen, having lost the element of surprise,
retreats.
With Napoleon advancing, retreated once more.
And he just keeps retreating and retreating.
4 days
and
later
retreating.
at Heilsberg, the French lost 10,000 men in a botched assault against Russian defenses.
Oh wow, that's rare.
But the Russians continued their retreat the next day. Napoleon thought Bennigsen would head north to Königsberg, but instead he retreated northeast, keeping to the east bank of the Aller River.
That makes sense, yeah.
So when Napoleon's army marched north, it was Marshal Lannes' reserve corps on his right flank that next encountered the Russian army near the small town of Friedland.
Friedland. Ride your horse into the ground if you have to, but tell the Emperor we're fighting the entire Russian army. Marshal Lannes to his aide-de-camp. Well,
in the late afternoon of the 13th of
Again,
June,
Napoleon just
Russian
leaving
cavalry
one guy
informed General
to face
Bennigsen
an entire
that
army.
they'd found a single French corps at Friedland.
All right.
Bennigsen decided he had time to cross the Aller River and smash this isolated corps.
That's probably a bad idea.
Army could arrive to save it.
I mean,
and he ordered his army
you're gonna
to begin
be
crossing
behind
the
river. Yeah, that's not really a great
Marshal
strategy.
Lannes, commanding 16,000 men and facing 46,000 Russians, sent an urgent message to Napoleon that he was under attack from the main Russian army.
He's like, oh god.
Then he fought a skillful delaying action, hiding the weakness of his force behind a large screen of skirmishers, while gradually yielding ground to the enemy. Lannes was still holding off the Russians as darkness fell.
I can't believe he wasn't taken over.
That night, Russian engineers built 3 pontoon bridges at Friedland to speed the movement of troops over the river.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm trying to think,
but
like, why would they be
taking
behind
a huge risk.
Like, doesn't...
If this turned into a major battle, his army would have to fight with its back to the river.
That doesn't seem very
the steep
smart.
banks of the Mill Stream dividing its left wing from its right.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're just separating your army, too.
Badly underestimated the speed at which Napoleon's Grande Armée would react. The first French reinforcements arrived that night.
That night, bro, that's
the Emperor himself wasn't far behind.
It's crazy. They booked it over here. We won't catch the enemy making a mistake like this twice. Napoleon on arriving to Friedland.
By dawn on the 14th of June, about 40,000 Russians had crossed to the west bank of the Aller River.
Okay.
Bennigsen ordered an attack on the village of Heinrichsdorf that turned the French left flank. But French cavalry reinforcements, led by General Grouchy, intercepted the Russians.
They're like, oh wow.
More than an hour of charge
There's
and
a lot here.
The French horsemen finally drove the Russians back.
I thought it was going to be a quick, easy
Marshal
win.
Mortier's 8th Corps now arrived to reinforce the French centre.
Yeah, this don't look good for Russia.
General Oudinot's elite grenadier division fought stubbornly against Prince Bagration's left wing, but was outnumbered by the Russians and gradually pushed back. Around noon on a sweltering day, Napoleon himself arrived.
Sweltering day. That's gotta be hot.
He was soon followed by 1st Corps, commanded by General Victor, standing in for the wounded Marshal Bernadotte,
You're
as well
kind of
as
screwed now.
6th Corps and the Imperial Guard under Marshal Bessières.
Yep. Man, you got everybody here.
The date, the 14th of June, held special significance for Napoleon. It was the 7th anniversary of his great victory over the Austrians at Marengo.
Ah, I know that.
Good omen, he declared.
Marengo.
The
It's been a
battle
while
then
since I heard
entered
about
a
Marengo.
lull as Napoleon assessed the situation, saw Bennigsen's dangerous position, and issued orders for an attack to take advantage of it.
Always going to
Bennigsen,
take the
meanwhile,
advantage.
who was tormented by ill health throughout the day, saw that he now faced the full might of Napoleon's army, and issued orders for a retreat.
Bro, how? It's not going to go up. That's crazy. Like, how are you even going to... Bro. This is the objective. Advance, looking neither right nor left. Bore into this thick mass. Cost what it may. To Marshal Ney. I mean, yeah.
But before Bennigsen's retreat could get underway,
there's no way he's retreating.
At 5:30 p.m., 3 salvos from the French guns signaled the start of Napoleon's attack.
Yeah, you're screwed.
It was led by Ney's 6th Corps on the right wing, who first cleared Bagration's infantry from Sortlac Wood. But as Ney's troops left the cover of the trees, they came under heavy fire from Russian cannon across the river. As the French attack faltered,
man, they're being pushed all the way in the
rallied
corner.
his men and launched a cavalry counterattack. Ney's corps retreated. But now General Victor's 1st Corps came up on his left. Its artillery commander, General Senarmont, advanced with 30 guns and blasted the Russians at point-blank range with case shot.
Oof. Yeah.
Hundreds of Russians were mown down within minutes.
Ugh.
Under this onslaught, Bagration's men began to waver and then retreat.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Around 7 p.m., the Russian Imperial
they're gonna get
Guard
out of this.
launched a desperate counterattack to try to halt the French advance on Friedland.
You could try.
But they were outnumbered and outgunned.
Damn. Alright, well, this is
As exploding shells
already
began to start
going
fires in
terrible
Friedland,
for Russia.
the French center
and
left
it's
wing
all on
joined
fire.
the attack.
And yeah, you're screwed. You're done.
With its
Like,
only
what do you
escape
do?
route under threat, the entire Russian army began a panicked retreat towards the river.
Damn.
But Friedland's houses and bridges were now ablaze. The
Oh.
town became a deadly trap for the Russians. Many were drowned trying to cross the river.
I think it's kind of crazy
Others-
because you don't realize in usually I mean, hopefully in your life you never have to face a fire unprofessionally. I know there's firemen, but I'm just saying like hopefully you're not just a random civilian fire is really hot, and fire gets really hot when you're not even that close. Like, even if you're like 5 feet away from it, it just depends on how big the fire is. But if it's in a city, it's like hot. Like there's nothing you can do. It's just you're going to get burnt. Or be a little crispy. That's not good.
Killed or captured.
So yeah.
North of Friedland, some units were able to escape across a ford or along the riverbank.
Wow.
But there was no disguising the Russians' terrible defeat.
Man, Russia kind of sucked in this one.
The Battle of Friedland was one of the most decisive victories of Napoleon's career. At the cost of 10,000 casualties, he had inflicted twice as many losses on the Russians.
Jeez.
About 20,000 men, killed, wounded, or taken prisoner. 40% of Bennigsen's army.
Wow. Yeah, I think you're
done.
The
Prussians abandoned Königsberg the next day, which was occupied by Soult's 4th Corps, while Bennigsen's shattered army retreated across the river Niemen into Russia.
Yep, they're done.
Tsar Alexander's advisors implored him to make peace with Napoleon.
Please.
He accepted their advice, and
Sure.
a ceasefire was agreed.
Perhaps I was the happiest at Tilsit. I found myself victorious, directing laws, having empires and kings pay me court. Well, I mean, that does sound very nice.
Alexander
Ooh la
and
la.
Napoleon met for the first time aboard a raft in the middle of the river Niemen, near Tilsit,
Nice.
and developed an immediate rapport.
Rapport.
Tilsit proved to be one of history's great diplomatic summits, as the two emperors feted each other for days.
Damn.
Banquets, parades, and concerts.
They loved
Then
each other.
discussed affairs late into the night. A friendship of sorts developed. While Russia's former ally,
No,
King
Prussia.
Frederick William of Prussia, was left out in the cold.
Damn.
And it was Prussia who would lose most in the treaties of Tilsit, signed 2 weeks later. 1/3 of Prussian territory was taken away.
Oh my
to create
god.
the new Kingdom of Westphalia, to be ruled by Napoleon's 22-year-old brother, Jerome.
Oh wow, he's got a lot of
And
brothers.
the Duchy of Warsaw, to be ruled by the
Warsaw,
King
yeah.
of Saxony, which Polish patriots hoped would prove a stepping stone on the road to their own state.
Wow.
Polish troops were recruited into the Grande Armée, with Polish lancers even forming part of Napoleon's elite Imperial
Oh
Guard.
wow.
Russia only had to give up the Ionian Islands,
Oh.
as Alexander accepted an
know they even
alliance
had
with
that.
Napoleon that left the French Emperor master of Europe.
Oh, there you go.
Alexander even agreed to join the continental system, Napoleon's economic blockade of Great Britain,
Against
which banned
Britain.
British ships and goods from all French-controlled ports. The system had been established the previous winter by Napoleon's Berlin Decree. Napoleon hoped that by cutting off British trade with Europe, he'd cause financial chaos and political upheaval in Britain, allowing him to make a favourable peace.
Nah, I don't
There
think
was
so.
just one problem. The continental system didn't work.
It just sucked.
Not only was it impossible to enforce and
blockade
undermined
the
by
moon.
widespread smuggling, the system damaged French trade just as much as British trade.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The decisive
And
weapon
Great
in
Britain
this
is
economic
so
war would prove to be the
big.
British Royal Navy, which that summer ensured its continued naval dominance by launching a preemptive strike against the neutral Danish fleet at Copenhagen,
Why?
capturing their warships before
Poor
they could
Danish.
fall into Napoleon's hands.
Got destroyed
Royal
again.
Navy squadrons blockaded all major French ports, seizing any ships trading with France, while ensuring British merchants could continue to trade overseas in relative safety.
Yeah, I think
The
we in
Navy
America,
even
we were
seized
trading
the
them.
tiny Danish island of Heligoland
Trading with them too,
as a base
so.
for smuggling British goods into Europe.
And I guess France too, I think.
But most disastrously for Napoleon,
I don't know.
the continental system would draw him into two conflicts that proved ruinous for his empire. The first would be fought in the Iberian Peninsula, where Napoleon decided to force Britain's ally, Portugal, to join the continental system. In November 1807, French troops, supported by their Spanish ally, invaded the country.
Portugal, no!
The Portuguese royal family fled to their colony of Brazil, as the French occupied Lisbon without a fight.
Man, that's quick.
It looked as though Napoleon had won yet another easy victory. But the Peninsular War was just beginning.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks to our...
So that's pretty interesting. We got huge... Napoleon just kind of crushing everyone. It's crazy how he keeps doing that. And I don't know. Well, you could also see it as, oh, but also the emperors were kind of stupid and the generals were kind of stupid at that time. Or they just had really bad luck. I don't know how you perceive it. I kind of look at it as both ways. So anyway, but super interesting nevertheless. Anyway, hopefully you guys liked it, comment, and subscribe. See ya!